Good morning. It's Thursday, 10th of October 2024. My name is Vijay. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre-Market Commentary, where we discuss what happened yesterday and what is likely to happen today. Yesterday was the key day when it was RBI policy, and RBI did not do anything as far as the interest rates were concerned. Though I wanted them to do at least 25 basis points, I was not alone in expecting that. But RBI being RBI, so they decided will not do anything to because they are worried about the inflation. I personally feel that when big people like Rangarajan or Sajid Chenoy or the economic advisor like Ananta Nageshwaran, and when they are asking for a reduction, obviously they know better than the people in RBI. I'm making a very strong statement, but that is what it is. I strongly believe that RBI trying to focus on food inflation, where interest rates have no connection with food inflation. Raising interest rates will not bring down food inflation. On the other hand, it will affect growth. And if RBI is, focusing on food inflation, they will not succeed. Food inflation will come down because of other factors like monsoon and supply constraints. All that will happen because of food inflation. And note that 80% of this country is having free food. So the food inflation really is only urban mostly, and even in rural, it's only among the higher class. So only 20% suffer really from food inflation generally. Of course, the government does not give the 80% of the population vegetables and fruits, but they give them the basic food grains. So I think the focus of RBI is wrong, and we may struggle. And if we have a bear market in 2025, which I think we will have, then it will be primarily because our growth has faltered. So what I am feeling is that RBI, by trying to focus on food inflation and not reducing interest rates, I think is not doing a good job. So basically, at the end of the day, we have to live with whatever RBI does. We can do nothing more than that. At the end of the day, that's what it is. So what happened yesterday was the Nifty was very, very volatile. If you look at a 5-minute chart, it went up, down, and finally it closed lower than what the opening was. Bank Nifty also did the same thing. Bank Nifty suddenly shot up, showed some promise, and then it came down. But in the last half an hour, if you see the volume charts, there has been significant buying. Now, that was as far as the yield, for instance, the 10-year yield dropped, so which is good for the market as well as the banks. The Dow Jones index was really strong through the day. It took off and it closed almost near the all-time high. Nasdaq also opened lower, but then it closed 108 points higher, and S&P also made a new high. S&P was the only index which made an all-time high. Gold got sold, and the USD JPY did what shall I say? It became weak, which is very good. And oil also came down significantly. So we are in a good shape as far as oil is concerned. And Nikkei has been fighting up and down through the day. Hang Seng is up by about 764 points because, again, China is coming up with some special package on 12th, apparently. So people are waiting for that. That is why you're seeing the Chinese market also. This is the Shanghai Composite, which is now closed better. So only problem we have is that we have the overhang of Iran and Israel, and that probably will create some problem in the market. Yesterday, incidentally, the volumes were low, except for the last half an hour. Otherwise, the volumes were extremely low, which means that more and more people are moving out of participating out of fear or out of caution or because they made losses. One doesn't know, but the volumes were low. FI sold about 5,000 crores and DI is more or less matched. But what is important is that there are too many analysts who are very, very bearish. So you have a tug of war going between bulls and bears. The bulls are what I would say the general janta, as I say, or people, probably also people who are very strong. The third force, they are supporting the market at 25,000. Probably 24,700 is a strong support because that's what we saw recently. And the biggest analysts are talking of it breaking 21,300, which was there on the June 4th. And even the most astute analysts are thinking that 24,700 will not hold. Now, that is a very important hurdle. The biggest guys, the most vocal guys, let me not say the biggest guys, the most vocal guys are extremely bearish, and the silent guys are extremely bullish. So there is a tug of war. And personally, I feel while the broader market may not do great, I still think Bank Nifty will do well, but it may take some time for it to do well. And I think that's where the money is going to be made. And select stocks in pharma. Pharma index incidentally went up, made an all-time high, and this FMCG fell down yesterday. I think it is primarily because rural inflation, which will have caught up with the urban inflation, which is going to create trouble for the Indian economy. So once again, I reiterate that I am not a SEBI registered advisor. Please take your own decisions consulting your financial advisor. And if you like this kind of radical examination of the economic scene, please like, share, and subscribe and help me to grow. Thank you very, very much for joining. Have a nice trading day.